Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for August. Hope everybody is well. I would like to take a quick second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Aquarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that in a general reading, the energies can reverse. So Aquarius, if it is resonating with you, get in where you fit in. But as always, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the Nine of Swords. You have the Six of Wands and the World in reverse. So you're worried about something here. You want success in a situation that you feel is not completely over. It's not resolved. There's unfinished business here. But you might be worried about how to gain success in this situation. So you're losing sleep about this. It's haunting you. It's keeping you up at night. Let's see who is in your energy. Show me who's in Aquarius energy. Show me who's in Aquarius energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. We have the Five of Swords. And coming out together is the Six of Coins along with the Seven of Swords. So this person that is in your energy, I do feel like there's been some recent communication. This is what has you, whatever this communication was, it occurred after there was a pause in the relationship or a pause in the communication, but it wound up, you know, with a lot of conflict. And this person doesn't always fight fair. This person can fight pretty dirty. I do feel like this is somebody who, with the Seven of Swords, they either don't trust the connection or they may appear to be very balanced and very generous, but it's not really truthful. So take it as it resonates for you. Let's see the energy between you and this person. Yeah, whatever this communication is what plays over and over in your mind. Three of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, it's made you unhappy. There could have been some talk about a reconciliation, or you could have run into this person perhaps, you know, when you were out and about with friends. But whatever happened here, I feel like there was communication, and this, whatever this person said was very, it was very antagonistic. Let me put it that way. So you're unhappy about it for sure. And they are too. Show me what's affecting the connection. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's a lack of trust here. There's a lack of trust. I feel like you've been trying to have success in this situation for a long time. This is known as the Wounded Warrior card. I feel like there's been a lot of emotions. A lot of things have gone, you know, back and forth between you and this person. And I feel like even though you want success in this situation, this person kind of fights a little dirty. Let me see. And they're tired of fighting, actually. Show me the outcome. Ace of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, so you feel like there's unfinished business here. I don't see this coming together just yet. We're going to clarify that though. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. This is underlying energy, and it does indicate that, you know, there were secrets here. There were things that were unknown. It also does indicate that you could be experiencing some feelings of possibly even depression, but, you know, just not feeling your happy self, you know. So let's see, let's clarify. Spirit-wise, the Nine of Swords here. Because I see you have a lot of anxiety, particularly about whatever was said by this person. Knight of Pentacles, and Temperance. You're healing from this. You're healing. You're trying to bring balance back into your life. I feel like you want to slowly move towards this person. You want to heal this connection. But there was something that was said that really has bothered you, has really gotten under your skin quite a bit. I do see you doing a lot of prayer. You're actually being guarded over by angels or benevolent beings, especially at night, just so you know. Why is the Six of Wands here? Why is the Six of Wands here? Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're wondering if this could become a missed opportunity. You feel like this person was not respectful towards you. There's a sense here of you trying to learn the lessons from the past. You're wondering if this connection was more about passion. I do feel like you are taking action towards this person in order to bring success to it. But I feel like it didn't turn out well. It didn't turn out well. There's a combative energy that I'm feeling from this person. Why is the World in reverse? Why is the World in reverse? Incidentally, you have a glow up going on, Aquarius. You're being very successful. If you are doing some sort of a, if you're a manager or there's something to do with people listening to you, I don't know what it is that you do, but there's a sense here of success coming. People like your energy. They like being around you. You're kind of in a glow up energy, and yet this person doesn't seem to be recognizing it. All right, we have the Three of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So you're waiting for this person to reach out. You're waiting for an offer from this person. You're feeling a deep sense of loss after the ending of this connection. I do feel like there is some codependent energy that's here, so be aware of that. That's something that you want to heal within yourself. So, you know, look at that. But you're just definitely feeling a deep sense of loss, and you just don't feel like it's over between you and this person. So you're waiting for an offer or for communication. So let's see their energy. Why is the Four of Swords in reverse? King of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Swords. So you're mirroring each other a little bit here. I feel like whatever it is that was said here, this person is replaying it in their mind as well. I feel like this is somebody who could be, they may be worried about money. They may be worried about, you know, I'm getting the feeling like this person is definitely very worried about money. But there could also be, if this person tried to bring you in, for somebody out there, this person may have tried to bring you in as a third party, refusing to let go of another relationship. This person is worried about how they would end another connection. They could be married, and they're kind of worrying about, well, how would I go about doing that? I just definitely feel like this person hasn't been faithful in this connection. And whatever it is that they're worried about, it's either a lack of commitment or a preoccupation with money. So I do feel like there was something that was revealed to you in that conversation. And you're both thinking about it. Why is the Five of Swords here? This person is in their ego. I will tell you that. Four of Coins reversed, and the Strength card. Yeah, they're trying to appear very strong in the situation. So there's definitely conflict that's here between the two of you. And I feel like this person just was very forceful with how they spoke to you, how they came across in this situation. This person is afraid to let their guard down. They're afraid to be vulnerable, actually. This is someone who's afraid to be vulnerable. They don't trust others. They don't trust anybody else. And so this person is, you know, trying to release this connection. So you're not cooperating with whatever it is that they want. You want something equal and balanced, and they're not being cooperative with that. And I feel like they came across as being very caustic in the way they spoke to you, but it's because they're afraid to be vulnerable with anyone. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Aquarius energy. Yeah, they're deceptive. So this person comes across as being really balanced, really generous, but it's deceptive, because here we have the Six of Coins in the reverse. We have the Eight of Coins reversed and the Devil in reverse. So this person could even be telling you, yeah, I'm going to give you something that's equal and balanced, but they're not actually putting the effort into it. So there's a deception here. There's a lack of effort that's being put in. Yeah, there's a lack of effort. They know what it is that you want, Aquarius. They know that you want something equal and balanced. And I feel like they're being deceptive. They're not telling you the truth here. Because and here's the thing, they're telling you, yeah, we can do that. I see what you're saying. I agree with you. They're coming across as being very generous, but they're not. And where they're not is they're not going to put the effort into bringing the balance that they're telling you they're going to do. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Capricorn. I also see Taurus, Virgo energy here. Capricorn's actually very strong. Let me see this Three of Cups in the reverse. Show me the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I have to be honest, I'm not really liking their energy that much. All right, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Ten of Coins. Yeah, so you're praying for everything. You're praying for the established connection, a long-term connection where you're surrounded by, family and friends and loyalty, and you have the finances to support the life that you want. So I feel like you're praying for that. You're hoping for that. And I feel like you thought that between the two of you, it was slowly going to move into that. But this person is actually experiencing some pretty bad karma here. They may have financial losses. So here's what happens when you experience karma. So if this person took from you what it is that, or they deceived you into thinking that you were going to have this long-term connection, everything was going to be great, the two of you were going to be together, that was what was important to you. This is what you prayed for. This is what you hoped for. This is what you thought you were moving towards. So when karma hits this person, it's going to affect them in what's important to them. So what's important to them looks like their money and finances. So because this person, in a sense, robbed you, now it's being taken, the books are being balanced out here. So they're losing money. They're losing money hand over fist. I can see that. This person is worried about offering any kind of stability, worried about offering any kind of commitment, but yet they don't want to let you go. So this person is receiving negative karma. Yeah. Let's see why the Nine of Wands is here. Knight of Cups reversed and the Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, you feel like this person is disrespectful to you. They may be trying to bring you in more as a third party. You're passionate about this person, but you're now holding back your feelings and emotions because this person didn't bring the love offer that you were hoping for. And you're trying to learn from this. You're feeling like this person discounted you in some manner. You thought this was going to move towards a successful completion, and now you're just tired. You're tired of this person not offering the love, not offering the emotions. I feel like you're worn out. This person has just worn you out. And so you're looking at everything that has occurred here. You still feel that there's love here. You still feel like there's passion here. You still want success. but you're just tired. You're tired of waiting for the love offer that's not coming. This person in your energy, like I said, they're experiencing a lot of karma, but it's hitting them differently. It's hitting them with regard to their finances. And it's because the books of karma have to balance. So they're feeling a lack of success in their life. They're trying to appear strong. It looks like they got hit recently with an unexpected expense, and they're feeling a lack of success, and they're trying to fight against the universe is what they're doing. They're trying to fight against the universe, and they're worn out. They're worn out by, you know, feeling unsuccessful. Yeah. All right, let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of the week between Aquarius and this person. So it looks like what was important to you was the love, the emotions, the family, the feelings. What was important to this person was money and finances. So what they took from you, now they're experiencing a loss of. And it's strictly karmic. Yeah, Ace of Cups reversed. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Four of Swords reversed. And the Knight of Wands. This person's a bit of a player. Yeah, they come in when it's convenient for them. And as a result, they're going to experience a lack of love in their life. They're going to experience a lack of money and finances in their life. The seeds that were planted did not, you know, they didn't yield what you were hoping for. I do feel like you've expressed very clearly that you have been waiting for this person to bring a legitimate offer to you, that, you know, you have been, it doesn't have to be huge, and you're willing to go slowly. You're willing to move slowly, but I feel like you're going to let this person know, look, I don't see this panning out. I don't see you bringing forward the emotions or a stable offer. And I feel like you're tired of waiting. I do. In their energy, they're going to rush in and try to bring you back in. I have to be honest, Aquarius, this has a narcissistic feel, like you're kind of getting out of their control. And so what are they going to do? They're going to try to bring you back in. Five of Swords is a narcissistic card. Now, I don't know if they're a full-blown narcissist or they're not. You would have, that's, you know, each person has to make that decision for themselves. But I do feel like there's at least some narcissistic qualities here. This person's going to rush in and tell you, hey, you know what? I understand you want something equal and balanced. I know that this has been toxic, and I'm going to give you what you want here. But in truth, they're not going to put the effort into it. They come in quickly because they feel you leaving. They feel you pulling away, and then they're going to rush right back out as quickly as, you know, they came in. And it's because they don't want to put the effort into giving you this equal, balanced give and take. And I feel like you're kind of seeing the game here. You're seeing that this person, you're reflecting on this, and you're seeing that the seeds that were planted here are not growing. You're growing impatient with waiting for the offer, with waiting for this person to put in the effort, and ultimately seeing that there's no stability, there's no love that's here, and this person is in fact behaving like a player. So this is a tough read, but I think that you're kind of on to their game. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is underlying energy, and it does indicate stuck energy. Feeling like you're stuck in chaos and secrets and, you know, things not being clear. Unable to move towards peace in this connection. So let me pull an oracle card and see if there's any further guidance for you, Aquarius. I'm pulling for Aquarius. All right. We have number 29. Now that condenses to an 11, and that's a God number, by the way. It's called movement. So let's see what we have. If you've been waiting for something, and you have, okay, you will soon have clarity. You will get answers you thought would never come, and you will move closer to the things that were out of reach before. Perhaps this card predicts a trip you've always wanted to take. The symbol for movement can indicate both a change of scene and a real shift in the direction of your life. No matter what this symbol holds for your question, know that wonderful change is now possible, and this is the time to make your move. All right. So things are shifting, but I feel like they may be shifting in an unexpected way. All right, I hope that this has been helpful, Aquarius. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you guys in your next reading, know that you are loved, and namaste.